welcome. Thanks for tuning in to News 9 Live. I'm Kabir Naqvi and you're watching this special broadcast where we're trying to decode the clear, simple cracks within the India opposition bloc that have now been turned into full-blown rifts. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The political landscape in Bihar is undergoing tremendous turmoil, and who but Chief Minister Nitish Kumar right at the center of it. If one is to go by the whispers doing rounds in the political corridors, Nitish Kumar is set to switch sides and join the BJP-led NDA once again. As per News 9 sources, Nitish Kumar will be taking oath as the Chief Minister with BJP's and HAM's support at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Now, former Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi's Hindustan Awami Morcha is also likely to be part of this coalition government, and this comes after speculations of cracks within the JDU-RJD alliance in Bihar. Nitish Kumar's solo appearance at the Raj Bhavan on Republic Day yesterday, with his deputy Tejashwi Yadav not by his side, had already raised several eyebrows. Now, speculations about rift in the ruling RJD-JDU alliance first began after Nitish Kumar took a jibe at dynastic politics that continued in the state of Bihar. Addressing a rally on the birth centenary of former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur, Nitish said that the JDU followed the path shown by the late Jananayak by not promoting anyone from the family in the party ranks. But RJD chief Lalu Prasad Yadav's daughter Rohini Acharya hit back at Nitish with a post on social media. The now deleted post read, and I quote, "People often cannot see their own shortcomings but continue to throw mud at others with impudence. What outrage will there be when somebody who is undeserving is given prominence? Who can question the method when there is deceit in one's own intentions?" I unquote. Now, the first big indication of Nitish Kumar deciding to ditch the RJD and going back with the BJP came from BJP leader and former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Sushil Kumar Modi himself. Sushil Kumar Modi had said that no door is closed in politics. The door can always be opened if it is needed to be opened. Now, with Nitish Kumar walking out from the alliance, the Lalu Prasad Yadav-led RJD will lose out on power despite being the party with the most number of seats in the assembly. Yet, Lalu Prasad Yadav has also not given up the fight, according to sources that we're picking up. A lot of permutations and combinations that are being met with as well. According to sources, Lalu Prasad Yadav himself, the RJD chief, he is in touch with several of the JDU MLAs. He's been trying to get in touch with all these MLAs, trying to pull the levers and cords wherever he can. Now, of course, we are going to be joined by an expert, set of panelists. But before we do that, let's quickly listen in to some major reactions coming across from important stakeholders.
मौजूदा स्थिति पर यह कह सकता हूं कि राहुल गांधी की भारत जोड़ो यात्रा ये इंडी अलायंस तोड़ो यात्रा हो रही है क्या? बंगाल में ममता दीदी को तोड़ा, यहाँ पर उनके प्रदेश अध्यक्ष अखिलेश सिंह का स्टेटमेंट पड़ा कि हम इनको डीसीएम करेंगे, उनको मतलब वो नीतीश को तोड़ रहे हैं क्या? ये पता नहीं चला कि राहुल गांधी जी की भारत जोड़ो है या इंडी अलायंस तोड़ो यात्रा है।
माननीय नीतीश कुमार जी राज्य के निर्वाचित मुख्यमंत्री हैं, किसी पद के आकांक्षी नहीं हैं। इसलिए ये साफ तौर पर जिनके मन के अंदर कंफ्यूजन है वो जाने, हमारे मन के अंदर कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है। और कंफ्यूजन जिनको है उनकी सोच, उनको मुबारकबाद। अरे कौन निशाने पर हमको लेगा? तीर हमारे हाथ में है, तो तीर जिसके हाथ में उसको कोई निशाने पर लिया है। हम जिसको निशाने पर लेते हैं वो सीधे तौर पर लेते हैं।
हमारी पार्टी के ताल्लुक से भी एमएलएज जो कि हमारे साथ पार्टी के साथ चट्टानी एकता के साथ खड़े हैं और उनके बारे में भी अनर्गल बयान चला आ रहा है। ये तो उसी तरह से है कि जैसे सूरज हर रोज पूरब से उगता है, आज मगरिब से उग जाए। तो इसलिए इस तरह की बातें कहना, फैलाना गलत है। मैं इस रवैये को बहुत गलत कहता हूँ। इसका कोई आधार नहीं है। कांग्रेस पार्टी के ताल्लुक से भी कुछ बातें आ रही हैं, उसका भी कोई आधार नहीं है। इस बात को फैलाने की मैं चाहता हूं, मैं अपील करता हूं और एक तरह से तंबीह भी करता हूं कि इस तरह की बातों को न फैलाएं तो ज्यादा बेहतर होगा।
दरवाजा खोलने बंद करने की विधा के माहिर लोगों से मैं क्या कहूं, मतलब कई बयान याद आते हैं सुशील मोदी जी के। मुझको लगता है ना कि पॉलिटिक्स में डिमेंशिया बहुत खतरनाक बीमारी है। डिमेंशिया जो है ना, क्या क्या नहीं बुलवाती है, क्या क्या नहीं करवाती है। अफवाह ही मानूंगा ना, क्योंकि कल आपको स्मरण हो मैंने कहा था कि जो संशय की स्थिति है वो संशय असहज कर रहा है, और इस असहजता को दूर करने का एक ही व्यक्ति के पास निदान है, और वो है माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी।
Well, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest that we are picking up. The political landscape in Bihar is going to be our focus over the next couple of minutes. Like I mentioned before, if one is to go by the whispers that are doing rounds in the political corridors, Nitish Kumar is all set to switch sides and join the BJP-led NDA once again. That oath-taking ceremony to take place tomorrow at 4 p.m. ladies and gentlemen. As per News 9 sources, Nitish Kumar will be taking oath as the Chief Minister with BJP's support, and what we're picking up is the HAM. Jitan Ram Manjhi's HAM is also going to be supporting Nitish Kumar, all set to take oath tomorrow at 4 p.m. ladies and gentlemen. Now joining us on the broadcast is Professor Naval Kishore Chaudhary, political analyst. He's going to be with us. My colleague and input editor Brijesh Pandey joins us on the broadcast. Sanjeev Kumar, senior journalist, is also going to be with us soon, and a constitutional expert is also going to be with us. Some clear-cut questions about the role of the speaker is also of grave significance and importance here. But first and foremost, Brijesh, for the benefit of all the viewers that are joining us today, of course, it has been a crazy Saturday. What has happened over the last 24 hours? Bihar politics, why is it in the headlines? The flip-flop of Nitish Kumar, how is that impacting 2024 polls as well? Just a lowdown for all the viewers. Brijesh, over to you.
Well, I think, in the last 24 hours, what has happened is something which was in the realm of speculation for the last 6 months as to whether Nitish Kumar will leave the RJD alliance and also alliance with the Congress party and join NDA. Now, several things were happening at one go, and, many people are saying that it's the tweet of Rohini Acharya which proved to be the trigger and all. But I think, this was on the anvil for more than a month. His close confidant Lalan Singh is said to be somebody who is in the very close quarters or very good relationship with JDU. With RJD, and this is the reason why Lalan Singh was removed from the post of national president of JDU. I think that particular incident, that particular removal was the start of distancing of Nitish Kumar from the RJD alliance. And Nitish Kumar also realized, there have been several surveys which have done the round. Nitish Kumar has realized that if he goes with the RJD and the Congress alliance, or the NDA alliance, if I may say, then the chances of him winning, majority of Lok Sabha seats in the state of Bihar would diminish. So it is the fear of, losing more Lok Sabha seats, and also the fact that he will always have to play second fiddle and hand over the reins of Bihar to Tejaswi Yadav post 2024 general election is what has led Nitish Kumar to start his negotiations with the BJP. In the last 1 week, Sanjay Jha, who is considered to be very close to Nitish Kumar, he was parked in Delhi. He had a meeting with JP Nadda. He had a meeting with Amit Shah and other stakeholders as far as Bihar is concerned. And then it was decided that if BJP wants to retain its 39 out of 40 number of Lok Sabha seats, then they have to factor in Nitish Kumar's entry into the NDA. And this is the reason why the deal was struck. And yesterday, it was all crystal clear, when Tejaswi Yadav did not go to attend the tea ceremony called by the governor. And it was all clear, the game was all over last evening only. And today, what we have been given to understand is either by the end of the day or tomorrow early morning, Nitish Kumar will submit his resignation. And after submitting his resignation at around 4 p.m., the time can go plus minus 30 minutes. Nitish Kumar will once again join as the new Chief Minister of Bihar. With this time, BJP and HAM and also RLP, LJP, the other faction of the LJP, Chirag Paswan faction, supporting him in the gig.
All right. So that's the number game here, ladies and gentlemen. Also with us on the broadcast is Professor Naval Kishore Chaudhary, political analyst. Sir, take a look at some of the semantics right from the beginning of the day. Tejaswi Yadav is missing from that particular poster. Where he was apparently supposedly going to lead the event. Then on you have the JDU saying that they have the bow and arrow. How can they be targeted? Of course, Manoj Jha over there saying that Sushil Kumar Modi has time and again in the past said that he and Nitish Kumar don't see eye to eye, but dementia is a big problem in politics. And of course, all the permutations and combinations that are constantly being worked out. Last 24 hours essentially for the Congress party or Lalu Prasad Yadav, it seems like it's a smooth sail for Nitish Kumar. How are you looking at these developments, sir?
For me, at least, who is in touch with the media people here, print media and electronic media, It was clear for the last 4-5 days that this was going to happen. Uh, People in the media have told me that this is bound to happen. In fact, it was expected 2 days back, before the 26th of this month, Republic Day. But then what happened yesterday was more than clear that Nitish is not to be there where he is at the moment. And it is expected that he will tender his resignation by the evening today, 7 p.m. It is expected. And by tomorrow, he takes oath after the 9th time as chief minister with the support of BJP. This is as clear as the daylight. Now, what is more important? Why has he decided to do that? So far, his ideology is concerned. It's known to everybody, particularly a person like me, who has always been saying that he is a Machiavellian politician at his best. And you know what Machiavelli meant by politics. He wrote in The Prince, anything is right in politics. Any means, right or wrong, is right to gain power, retain power, use power. And Nitish is a master political craftsman. This is the term which I have been using for him for many, many years now. He's a master political craftsman, a master political strategist, and he's proved that. Now, the question is why he has done so. In my opinion, there are a number of factors, but the most important factor is the coming Lok Sabha elections. His party has been claiming that he would definitely like to retain 17 seats for which he was given chance to contest elections, out of which his party got 16 out of 17. But there was no word, no assurance, either from the Congress side or from the RJD side. And this was the real worry. He wants to have this at least 16 seats, if not 17, which he was given last time in the last parliamentary elections, because he knows if he doesn't get these seats in the parliament, then his political clout at the national level, and it will be much lower.
Right.
In fact, that will be gone. So this was the main issue. Second issue was that Nitish is known to enjoy the absolute power always. When he was with the BJP all along, it was he who mattered. I'm one of those who have been saying that Bihar is ruled by one man all the time. And even Sushil Modi had no clout when he was with him as Deputy Chief Minister. But when he came to be Chief Minister with the support of RJD, then as you could expect, Lalu used to put pressure on him. And there was some kind of partiality. Right. At the time when this new dispensation came into power last year, the arrangement was that by February this year, the change was effected last August. But by February this year, last year, this was expected, and this was probably the deal with the RJD, and Nitish would hand over power to Tejasvi. But this never happened.
All right, pertinent points, Professor Naval K. Chaudhary over there. Real pertinent points, of course, in Professor Chaudhary's opinion over there. Sanjeev Kumar, senior journalist, also with us on the broadcast. Picking up on where Professor Chaudhary has essentially left us. Now, a lot of people on social media are hitting out at Nitish Kumar, criticizing his credibility, calling him Paltu Ram and all kinds of names. Marksman, skipper, fantastic, politician is what Professor Chaudhary is calling him. And at the same time, history is also witness to the fact that he has, saving his party. He has been saving a split in the JDU. Wouldn't you call that a masterstroke as well, if he can foresee what others can't?
I think Chaudhary is correct because Nitish is the player of the politics. In Bihar, he has gained everything with a entertaining life. He lives with the politics. He enjoyed the politics, and every time he returned back with his chair. Every time he was not in in position of the largest party, but he was always as a chief minister took the oath. Now again, this is the ninth time he was taking oath, and you can't say that he is opportunist. Every person is opportunist. Even if BJP is opportunist. Even Lalu Prasad Yadav is opportunist because they have more and more times lives with Nitish politics, and he joined Nitish. Nitish joined BJP, and again BJP joined Nitish.
All right. Pertinent points being raised over there. Of course, we have with us also on the broadcast a constitutional expert, because let's not forget, the Speaker of the House, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to the RJD. Suresh Chandra, constitutional expert, also with us on the broadcast. Very quickly, sir, how about you help the viewers understand in this situation where the Speaker is of the RJD, what role does the Speaker essentially play here? Him belonging to the RJD, does that affect the situation and scenario at all?
See, under the Constitution, we have two things. One is the right of the leaders to choose their own path, and at the same time to abide by the anti-defection law. Here, whatever he takes, the final decision will be taken by the Speaker. There is no intervention till the Speaker takes a final decision. So I am of the view, the final arbiter as far as this situation is concerned rests with the Speaker, whether the Speaker belongs to RJD or to any other party. He is our party. It is said, because the Speaker doesn't belong to any party. So as far as the decision is concerned, his decision will be final, however, subject to the judicial review by the courts.
All right. And in the case of a split in the party, I mean, the Shiv Sena is an example in front of us. Those kind of, skirmishes, they still haven't died out. If there is a split in the JDU, because another combination and permutation is that you've got Lalu Prasad, who's constantly in touch with some of, at least this is what the RJD says, is in touch with a few of the JDU MLAs. The Congress party is saying that we're in touch with some other party MLAs. What happens in a situation where the JDU splits up?
With the amendment, a split is not now the possible path. It is only the merger. Merger means 2/3 of the members may merge with any other party. Remaining will remain the same. Now, as to whether he commands the majority, that is 2/3 of the majority, the call has to be taken by the Speaker, and his decision will be final. All it is the number game. 2/3 is the magical number.
All right, so Speaker's word is going to be final. So Speaker's role over here is going to be of, then again, grave significance. Now, if you would look at the branding of the show, it has gone on to the notes of the India Bloc exploding. Why we're saying that? Because these three pictures, these three people that you see on your screens, Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress, I.N.D.A. Party and Arvind Kejriwal, and now of course the JDU with Nitish Kumar. These are the architects of the India Alliance, the I.N.D.I.A. opposition bloc. If I could quickly cut across to Brijesh. Brijesh, you know what? Very recently, Jairam Ramesh took to the microblogging website, and he was of the opinion that on the India Alliance, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh said that we may have problems at the state level, but this alliance has been put together. One of the architects of this alliance is Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar himself. One of the co-architects is Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee. Isn't he shooting himself in the foot over here by saying that, these are our architects, but lo and behold, the reality is that all your architects are now moving out?
Well, I think, it's a very strange statement which has been made by Jairam Ramesh, if I may say so, because, the architects have built a building which suits the opposition and not the person who is supposed to reside in it. I don't think so that, anybody in the Congress or any big party down south would be very happy with the turn of event which has taken place in the last 10 days. With Mamata Banerjee exiting the NDA alliance, then we saw Aam Aadmi Party exiting the NDA alliance. Or they have not made it official, but they have made it very clear that they are going to contest all the election. So it's one and the same thing in their case. And now Nitish Kumar leaving the alliance and joining the NDA. I think, what should be most worrisome for the India alliance is that the North is in tatters. And when I say that why it should be worried is that because, Congress as an individual standalone party, I think they are the nadir of their politics when they, other than Himachal Pradesh, they have government in no other North Indian state.
Right.
And then when you come to the fact that, the regional satraps, people who mattered, say like Mamata Banerjee, say like Akhilesh Yadav, or for that matter, Nitish Kumar in Bihar, they have displayed their antipathy against the Congress party, especially the Congress party leadership. Now, what has happened today also is a very interesting thing which has happened is that Akhilesh Yadav has announced that he's going to give 11 seats to the Congress party, and that is very happy with the positive start. Now, this has again led to a war of words between him and the local chief of Congress, Ajay Rai, who is saying that, that the talks are still going on. How can Akhilesh Yadav decide on his own? This also is an indicator of, how powerful Northern Indian regional party satraps think of Congress party. They think that the Congress is rather an albatross than, a source of strength in their respective state. And it is reflecting. And it's a very, very poor positioning of the Congress party as far as India alliance is concerned.
Akhilesh Yadav going on to the extent of saying that these are actually cordial talks that have ended, Brijesh. Brijesh, just a quick follow-up. Seat sharing before the elections, there was some sort of momentum with the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Whenever they met in Bengaluru right after the Karnataka elections. They met in Patna as well, and it seemed like it was moving somewhere. It was gaining some sort of steam. But then these assembly elections happened. You had the Madhya Pradesh election, you had the Chhattisgarh election, you had the Rajasthan election. We know exactly what happened in all of those state assembly elections. Seat sharing before that, could you say that it was a missed opportunity for the Congress? Wouldn't it have been different if the seat sharing was sort of decided before we went for these 3 assembly elections?
Well, the Congress was too clever by half. When before the start of the 5 assembly elections in 5 states, all the big regional parties, whether it's Trinamool Congress or whether it is Aam Aadmi Party or any other party, they all requested the Congress party that they should immediately solve this seat sharing problem, and they should make sure that the parties should get to know which all seats they are contesting. But what has happened is that immediately before the election, the Congress party thought that if they win 5 assembly elections, they win at least 3 to 4 assembly elections, then they would be in a position to bargain for more. It is their bargain for more decision is something which has come back to bite the Congress party and is hurting its political chances, irrespective of what Jairam Ramesh says or Mallikarjun Kharge says. Because if you remember, Kabir, we had discussed this on the day of when the results were declared for 5 assembly elections. Right. The first thing which Mallikarjun Kharge did was to reach out to his India alliance, and it was completely cold-shouldered by almost all leaders, including Mamata Banerjee and Akhilesh Yadav. So it's very cleler that irrespective, the Congress tried to be too clever by half.
In his recent reaction to the media as well, Brijesh, Mallikarjun Kharge looked, a little bit clueless as to what, you don't know what's happening inside his, mind. But he did come across as a little clueless when he was speaking to the media personnel. So, of course, pertinent points over there as well. Cutting back across to Professor Naval Kishore Chaudhary, who's with us on the broadcast, political analyst. Professor Chaudhary, I was reading a couple of headlines that are doing the rounds. This one really caught my eye. Take a look at this one. Paltu Ram Nitish Kumar's name will be scripted in history as the leader who swung like a pendulum between the NDA and the opposition alliance with ease, simultaneously maintaining his hold on the chief minister's chair like a beautiful girl who has 2 suitors competing with each other for her hand. Now, this is a situation that, according to you, was already being speculated. This was being talked about for the last couple of days. As a matter of fact, according to you, this should have happened before the 26th. But what next for Nitish Kumar now? What next for the state of Bihar in terms of politics ahead of 2024?
It's very obvious. Nitish Kumar is going to be the chief minister. for the remaining part of his term, this term, 2025. That is absolutely clear with the support of BJP. There can no be two opinions about that. And Bihar will continue with this policy, his rule, which has been always a single man rule, authoritarian rule. I used to say, for last more than 15 years, I have said that Bihar is ruled not by a council of ministers in de facto sense, as mandated by the constitution, but it is ruled by a council of secretaries, a small group of secretaries, and that is what is Bihar now. So it will continue like that. It has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. Number one. Number two, Nitish Kumar would definitely gain by doing this, because that way he will get his share of parliamentary seats in the coming parliamentary elections, which was not guaranteed, not assured either by Congress or by RJD. He has been always saying this, that JDU will retain 17 Lok Sabha seats. No word from Congress, no word from RJD. That worried him the most for the moment, other than remaining Chief Minister of Bihar. He would have continued as Chief Minister with the support of RJD, even though there was some pressure so far as the governance is concerned from the RJD side. But for this, he was not very sure. And for this, Congress has to be blamed. Nitish Kumar first was denied convenership by the Congress. Second, he was his demand for seat sharing talks didn't materialize. Congress, as some distinguished panelists said, tried to be clever by half. Congress was never serious about the alliance. And you will see the very nature of Indian politics is such that India Bloc was not to be going to be a real.
All right then. Big claim coming there from Professor Chaudhary. It wasn't ever going to materialize into something that was going to be a reality. I, of course, remember, Professor Chaudhary, that, Nitish Kumar had said back in the day that, Congress party to chunavon mein lagi hui hai, when he was asked about the seat sharing back in the day ahead of all these assembly elections. Meanwhile, we're running out of time over here. I really need to go to Suresh Chandra, the constitutional expert. Very quickly, Mr. Chandra, if we're to look at the role of the speaker, do you think the speaker is duty bound? I mean, of course, in my limited knowledge of the constitution and how it operates, is the speaker duty bound to call on RJD as it is the single largest party?
See, according to the judgment of the SR Bombay, the majority will be decided in the floor of the House. This is one aspect. Second aspect, which I was highlighting, is about the merger or the split. Now, this decision as to whether the merger which has been taken place of the RJD members, leaders, with the other party or other group, or even if it is not a group, if they are more than majority, then that group will be recognized as the true RJD. Whatever remains, rule is, even in the Law Commission report, in 1999 there was one report wherein the Law Commission had recommended that not only the political fronts may be treated as one party. So these are the two fronts like NDA or the I.N.D.A. So if you take by this recommendation, then this is a group. So one group is going to another group. The only question is that it should be majority group, and it will be decided. It will be decided by the speaker. Second thing, there is no time limit provided for the speaker. As I have heard senior journalist Mr. Chaudhary, once it is decided by the speaker, or even if it is not decided, whether it is a majority split or majority merger, then no court can intervene. This has been said by the constitutional bench in the Holohan matter. So this is the constitution.
So majority is of grave importance over here, but then again, the speaker will have the last say, and the speaker belongs to the RJD. How much will that affect and influence the next chief minister's oath taking and the formation and the claim to the government? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. Suresh Chandra, constitutional expert, thank you for joining with us. Professor Naval Kishore Chaudhary, political analyst, many thanks for your pertinent inputs. Sanjeev Kumar, senior journalist, always a pleasure to have you, and Brijesh Kumar, my colleague and input editor, many thanks for joining with us on the Nitish Kumar flip-flop. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it seems like there was a lack of seat sharing, which didn't materialize for the JDU, especially Nitish Kumar. Fears of a split. The JDU parliamentary seats is also something that Nitish Kumar had to focus on as well. And Congress's cold shoulder that was given to the Congress party after the assembly elections. All of these are certainly factors in the midst. But Bihar mein Kaaba, well, we'll have to wait for one more day, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, Nitish Kumar, going back to the NDA fold, will take his swearing-in ceremony, his oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar yet again. Slipping into a quick commercial break here. Lots more coming right on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Somewhere I feel you're both a creator and a destroyer, like a Lord Shiva and Brahma in one. You created all these businesses, but finally most of the businesses either it has lost out on the way, even the successful one, you've lost control, or you in some other you've lost the leadership. Do you, like you are a creator, it was your own creation, do you also hold yourself responsible some way?
No business which was successful has been destroyed.
Has been taken.
Ownership is a very different thing. The Zeal Entertainment Enterprise Limited or Zee Media or Dish TV or City Cable or any of the businesses which I have created will never die.
Not die, but the control you always wanted.
It doesn't matter control. Who's you will never lose. You will never have a control. Ek din to khali haath jana hai. So I am not a control freak. I want to create things.
Why do you think the whole world always would have had his eyes on your businesses? And you have been throttling so many takeover bids. So you first befriended none other than Rupert Murdoch. And then you also stood up against him and said that India is not for sale. So why have people been so much enticed to come and take over your businesses?
Well, लड़की सुंदर होती है तो उसके पीछे बहुत लड़के आते हैं. If you are a successful business, people will want to have that business.
You recently, in this Zee Entertainment, with regard to that, you called me up and said that Barun, Zee ko bachana hai. I mean, I obviously said that quite rightly, that I'm too insignificant for that. But what was the issue? Who were you saving Zee from?
The people, those who wanted to grab the Zee Entertainment.
But that's Invesco was coming in between the merger, right?
Invesco and the Invesco's supporter behind the scene.
So what happened?
They wanted to take over the business. And we wanted to save that, and we have succeeded to save.
But you saved, but Sony is still a multinational, right? It's still not an Indian company.
Sony we have merged with each other. We are partners.
But they have the majority share.
They have majority, but doesn't matter.
Usually, you were very against multinationals. You wore your Indianness up your sleeves. But in this case,
Japanese are very different. They are like Indians.
So you have a problem with the Western world, and I think
I don't say Western world, particular individuals or particular kind of corporations.
Your shareholding has dropped from 41% plus to 4% in Zeal.
We will again increase our stake to more than 25%.
Oh, really? What about the double A's? Have the Ambanis made a takeover bid of Zee Entertainment ever?
I will not like to comment.
You'll not like to comment.
This and more. Streaming on News 9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.
The following content may contain visuals that are disturbing, graphic, or sensitive in nature. Viewer discretion is advised. This material is intended for mature audiences and may not be suitable for all viewers. Please exercise caution while watching, and if you find such content distressing, we recommend discontinuing viewing. This disclaimer is provided to ensure awareness and to prioritize viewer well-being.
Welcome back. You're watching News 9 Live and shifting our focus to the West Asian conflict between Israel and Hamas, where in a significant ruling regarding the Gaza war, the International Court of Justice in The Hague fell just short of ordering an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, but introduced crucial measures for Israel to adhere to. While not mandating the suspension of Israel's military campaign, the court emphasized that immediate action is required to ensure that the military doesn't commit acts of violating the Genocide Convention. This decision comes as part of the interim ruling in South Africa's genocide case against Israel, a case that may take years for a final verdict. Despite Israel vehemently